Weakness to warrior mindset. That was a slide and the 3 draw half step bend, which is really, really hard to freaking hit. It takes a lot of practice. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Here I'm talking about certain questions you need to be asking yourself every single day. The first one is, am I actually trying my best? Or just doing the bare minimum and expecting freaking maximum results? You need to ask yourself that every single day. Am I trying my best? Am I doing everything in my power, using every tool I have at my disposal to get to where I want to? I know I certainly fucking am. I'm doing everything I possibly fucking can to get down to 10% jacked and ripped by December 31st, 2026. Everything. Hitting the gym 7 days a week. Yep, you heard me, 7 days a week. That's not excessive. It's just the days that I don't do, the weight training as far as for the aesthetic body looking sort of the main drivers. I'm either doing abs or I'm doing freaking forearm grip strength training. I'm doing my freaking 10 to 15,000 steps every single day. I hit them. I try to hit as many as I possibly freaking can in the amount of time that I have allotted to me. Again, I get up at 4 o'clock every morning and in bed by 9:30. Trust me, I'm trying to get as much sleep as I possibly can, the right amount of hours. Sometimes y'all know that it's a little hard to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night, especially if you have kids and shit. They like to stay up a little bit later because they get to sleep in a little bit later than you do. And if you have anybody else in your house, you know it makes it hard because they always have to do stupid shit. And they just don't really comprehend or understand anything. It's just like, they don't understand and they don't support you and whatever. But are you trying your absolute best, or are you just fucking dicking around and just fucking, placating and LARPing? Have you been actually consistently eating the diet you laid out for yourself? Or are you so weak that you're letting your friends dictate what you do? Hey, come on, man. Let's go out and eat. Let's go out and drink. Let's get drunk. Let's fucking throw some fucking choking pukes down our fucking gullet. If you know what a choking puke is, it's a fucking Sheetz chili dog. Or you're going out and freaking eating freaking White Castle and freaking In-N-Out burger after you freaking had freaking like 10 shots and shit. And then just like not meal prepping and just fucking, just throwing shit together and not actually taking your diet seriously, because that's 80%. You cannot outwork a shitty diet. It's impossible. You need the macros, you need the micronutrients, you need the foods to be used as fuel. They're not always going to taste good. Didn't your mama ever tell you that? I didn't make this food to freaking make it taste good. I made it for you to eat. Right? Sometimes you'll have to go through that. Throw a little freaking salsa on there, some hot sauce. Hey, I like eating the freaking food that I make every day. That's why I selectively picked it. So that it's sustainable. And I don't get bored over it. Like chicken's one of my favorite freaking foods. Next to sushi, you know what I mean? And apples. Yeah, those are my favorite foods. And salads. Yeah, salads. I said it. You heard it. I didn't stutter. But are you freaking consistently eating the foods and the diet that you laid out for yourself so that you can get lean? Again, you need to ask yourself these questions and sit down with yourself. You are in control of what you eat. Nobody else. Nobody. If you're letting someone else control what you eat, then you don't need to be on this freaking journey because you're too weak-minded to actually accomplish this. Nobody tells me what I want to eat, or no one tells me what to eat. I don't take anybody's bullshit. I was at a freaking company picnic and they had freaking hamburgers and hot dogs and freaking chips and cookies and shit. And they're like, you gonna eat something? I'm like, no, I'm in a calorie deficit. I'm not eating this stuff. They took offense to it, but I didn't give a fuck. I'm not here to please people. I'm not a people-pleasing person. Okay? I don't freaking deal with bullshit. You're not gonna feed me peasant food. You understand? That's just loaded with calories. And then they wonder why they're fat and shit. You know, maybe if it was like 93.7 hamburger, maybe, but no, it was the freaking processed hamburgers like Bubba Burgers and stuff, and freaking probably like freaking cheap ass hot dogs and bread and freaking store-bought cookies. I think the only healthy thing they had was watermelon. You know, they have a company freaking Christmas dinner every year at like freaking Haas's. I don't ever go because I'm not fucking placating to that bullshit. You know that the true sign of respect or disrespect is what people feed you, like where you work. If they feed you pizza and they feed you fucking hamburgers and hot dog, they don't respect you and they don't respect themselves. Case in point. That's like the freaking motivational thing. Hey, you guys gotta hit your numbers. You know, here's some pizza. Like, while they go to have their fucking bonuses and go out for steak dinners and shit. Like, come on, go fuck yourself. Like, people are so retarded. Have you been actually following the training plan the way it was designed and followed it and progressed every week? Meaning, have you added weight? Have you added reps? Have you got to the top of your rep range? And then the next week you start higher with weights so that you can progress? Or are you just going in there and doing warm-up sets? That's because basically that's all you're doing. If you accomplish, you know, all 4 freaking sets and all 4 reps on fucking 80 pounds, and that's what you're starting out with, that's just a warm-up set. I mean, you already accomplished it. Why go do something you've already accomplished before? I mean, it doesn't make no sense. It's not helping you. Are you actually staying active outside the gym or just sitting the fuck around? Or are you just saying, you know, I worked out at the gym hard, so I get time off, you know. I don't have to do my steps because I did, you know, 15,000 yesterday. No. Anything over your goal does not freaking count unless you're purposely doing it. Say that you need to go somewhere, or you have some other freaking plans to where it's impossible for you to be able to do your steps that day. Then you can plan accordingly. Be like, okay, I'm going to miss this 15,000 steps on this day. So this day, and this day, and the day after, I'm going to make up for that because I'm going to add steps. Yes, I can see it then. But if you're fucking placating and freaking doing 20,000 steps in 2 days so that you don't have to do them the rest of the week, or subjugating yourself to pussyitis, no, that's not the way it works. It's called consistently doing it every single day, day in and day out. You need to sit down with yourself, go over these questions in your head, write them down. Seriously, write them down. Look at them every day. Answer it truthfully. Are you actually trying your best, or just the bare minimum? Have you actually been consistently eating the diet you laid out for yourself, or did you let your buddies control your diet? Have you actually been following your training plan the way it was designed to be followed and progressing over time? Have you been actually staying active outside the gym, or just sitting around? Write them down. Pause the video, rewind it, write it down, answer it truthfully, like a man. Men don't lie. Real men do not lie. There's no reason you should lie, especially to yourself, because you're just freaking cheating your own existence, and you're cheating yourself out of greatness. Everything you've ever imagined that you wanted in your life can be yours. You just have to start following the weakness to warrior mindset. Go from this weak, frail ass, freaking undisciplined, unrespected, freaking shadow of a man, and turn yourself into something great. It's never too late. Never. The only time it's late is when you're buried by 6 feet of dirt. And y'all are freaking burying yourself spoonful by spoonful with dirt. There's gonna come a time when all this fucking sloth and, undisciplined, inconsistent is gonna fucking rear its head. And then, I'm sorry, your health is something that you don't fuck around with. You don't take for granted. Once you start slipping down that fucking slope, you got one foot in the grave and the other one a fucking banana peel. It's not gonna take much. Quick heart attack, you're dead. Simple as that. You could be out mowing the grass. Done. But you're taking steps. If you're doing this, you're taking steps to make sure that you're not freaking gonna die anytime soon. That you're gonna be around. They're gonna be like, that motherfucker's hard to kill. He ain't ever gonna die. I have grandma like that. She's probably like 95. I'm like, that bitch is too fucking mean to die. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've met people like that. But rewind this fucking video. Write these questions down, answer them truthfully, harness them, and freaking get at it. I can't pound this enough. You still have 6 months till the end of the year. Soon it's going to be 4 months. And then it's going to be like 30 days. And then you're going to get to December 31st and you're like, New Year, new me. And then your journey's going to be that much harder. So don't mess around. Get off the couch and start to work and change from weakness to warrior mindset.